Hey, now before we get into the video, I'd like to thank you guys for taking the time to watch it. And I know a lot of you might be saying, well, what's this dude all excited about a 149th place finish? Well, one word, practice. Only got half a day of it, and before the weather came in down there. And well, I was just wanting to locate some fish because I knew the weather system was coming in, and the days of the tournament would be post frontal and completely different from the actual practice day or practice days I got. And so in that half day of practice I got down there and was able to practice half day Thursday before the weather came in and sent me packing because I love fishing, but I love life, and you have to be alive to fish. So did the smart thing, got off the water, and Friday was even worse. Um, but I wasn't able to locate any fish whatsoever on practice. Well, I take that back. There was one fish or one group of fish that I located, and well, you can see why I wasn't so excited about locating that certain group of fish. Uh, they were all white bass, and fun to catch, but doesn't count for a black bass tournament. So I'm not going to bore you with you know a cast montage or anything like that. Basically, each day I caught two fish, but I'm going to take you right to the action, and I'm going to explain to you what I had been doing before and what I did to catch those fish. Maybe you can learn something or at least have a good laugh. Let's see. God, stay on there. Stay on there. Oh, please, God, stay on there. No skunk? Oh, you're no skunk! Mm. 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 I am so freaking happy. Thank you, Lord. Now I may know what they want. Now I may know what they want. Alright, so obviously I didn't have them figured out. Uh, I was not able to replicate that pattern at all throughout the lake there. No matter where I went, I just couldn't replicate it. Even came back to the same spot to see if maybe a couple more fish had loaded up onto it, but no luck whatsoever. But I tell you what, I was excited to get those fish, and let me show you what I got them on. All right, so here's the culprit. That is a Booyah one knocker. See if I can get the focus in here. There we go. That is a Booyah one knocker in the Rayburn Red, I believe it's called. And you can tell there, she's got some paint missing. That was from those two fish too. And it's on a Lew's custom speed stick. It's actually a cranking series, I think. Yep, 7.2 medium action, moderate fast. It's one of their cranking sticks, basically. I got that paired with Lew's Speed Spool BB1 Pro, and I believe that is 15-pound Invisex on there, fluorocarbon. And Okay, now what I was doing for this, I had 13 rods with me, so I had expended at that point 12. And I had been working the shallows just inches deep all the way out to 3.5, 4 feet. The eelgrass was just everywhere, and I was working every bait I had through it and over it and under it and whichever way you could think of. So I just decided maybe they wanted that lipless crankbait there, and I had that buoy one knocker tied on, and so I parked myself. My bow was in probably 3.5 feet of water, and the stern was maybe 1.5 feet. And I was throwing into about 7 feet of water and just yo-yoing that bait up and down. And I think what it was is once it hit that grass line, which was, that grass was starting probably about 4. Sometimes you could find it in 5 foot of water. And as soon as it hit that grass line, though, when I ripped it up is when they nailed it. And so that's the pattern I thought I had found, but obviously wasn't able to replicate it anywhere throughout the other areas I went. And the Lord blessed me with 2 fish, and that was it. Now on to day 2. Stay on there. 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 Oh, yeah. Thank you, Lord. Oh, thank you, Lord. Right there next to that tree. Oh, you took it down, didn't you? Stay on there. No. No. Oh. Large. All right, so day 2. Decided to switch areas because obviously I had nothing to lose. And so I went and put in at Town Creek, and got a little bit of a late start. But like I said, I couldn't win it, but I at least wanted to try to have some fun. So launched in Town Creek there, and finally about 11:30, I figured them out, but it was too late. Too late to run that pattern. It was coves that I found them in that were alike were too far apart to get to the next cove and get back in time. So I just stuck it out there and headed back to the ramp. Again, I caught 2 fish, and I could have caught more. I'm confident in that. Like I said, I just figured them out too late, ran out of time. But what you did not get to see, because the GoPro ran out of SD card space, my fault. I was too tired to empty it the previous night, so I said, I have enough space. I didn't. I did not have enough space. But hopefully it caught that last giant there that I had hooked around that tree there, and it just got me wrapped around the branches, and well, that was all she wrote. That was hard. That was heartbreaking. Oh, but what happened after that? Like I said, the GoPro stopped recording because it ran out of space. But caught two dinks that were big enough to be let go through the scupper holes. So they were scupper hole dinks, probably 7-8 inches. But on the way back to the ramp where I launched, I was of course fishing all the way back, and I caught a about 5 pound catfish. Felt like an 8 pound bass. I thought for sure that I had a bass because it didn't do its rolls. It just dogged and head shook. And once I got it up, I was like, oh, it was a fun fight. But catfish, come on, And then at the very last possible minute, I caught a 13 and a half incher. I actually hooked it at 1:59 and some change. Got it into the boat at 2 o'clock exactly, and by the time I got it in, got it on the board, took the picture, and released it, I looked at the clock and it said 2 o'clock and 25 seconds. And you had until 2 o'clock and 59 seconds for the timestamp on the pick, and so that was a last minute heroic there that saved me a little bit, made me feel a little bit not so bad about the day. And of course, it's always exciting when it's 1:59 and you hook a fish, So that was exciting. Bait and how I caught them. All right, so here's why I caught them on the second day, and that is a Kayak swim bait, 3.5 inch. Um, I can't remember the name of the color, but it's like a natural little shad color. And I got that paired up with a VMC hybrid jig head. It's actually got the screw on it, so you thread your swim bait or whatever your soft plastic is up to the screw there, and some people will just press them on to the screw. I like to just thread it on there and twist the swim bait or the plastic around and actually screw it in onto the screw. But it's a 1/4 ounce and a 3.5 inch Kayak, and I got that paired up with a Lew's spinning reel, 6.2 to 1. That's the Team Lew's Pro. It's a decent spinning outfit there, and the rod. Almost embarrassed to show it. It's a Manly Black Ops. These rods are no longer manufactured, and for good reason. I'm going to have to replace these, replace all of them. But it is what is it. What it is. It done its job. It caught the fish, so can't complain too much. I don't know if you can tell, but that reel seat doesn't really hold that reel on there too well. So, but like I said, it did its job, so I can't complain too much. All right, so the way I caught them on day two, in Town Creek, of course, there's little coves and nooks and crannies, and they were in those coves right up next to the wood. There was wood under the water. You just couldn't see it. Obviously the water was fairly dirty. Um, Probably 6 inches of visibility. But there's wood there, trust me. And if you could get it right up next to the wood there and bring it down the wood, you'd get bit. So that's the way I caught them on day two. I just ran out of time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Help my channel grow.